we should have scored 2 or 3 opportunities to equalise. Apart from their offside when they break and he's offside and he scores, I don't think we've made a chance in the second half. So the second half performance was more what we're about. But you can't turn up at any game of football at any level and decide that at half time you're going to have to make some substitutions and affect change to how the performance looks. So in summary, we shouldn't be getting out here. In summary, the first half performance was unacceptable, and the second half performance was just missing what we were missing since the start of the season, which is the ball to win it.
Do you find yourself frustrated that having got the lead as well away from home, that you're having to make changes at half time to try and bolster the side?
Well, if we didn't make changes, my opinion was it continued the way it was. I just think we were outside the game. When Jack was outside the game, Joe Humble was outside the game. You know, Colin Bramwell wasn't having a good night against a very bright and intelligent player. Joe Pell didn't have a good evening. He went off him a couple of times for goals. There's whole lots that we have away and analyse, but scoring in the first minute, obviously, you take it every week. But we lost away because people never done their jobs. It's as simple as that. And we stood off a team that are a good League Two side. You know, some of our players are displaying League Two form.
Second half, it was one-way traffic as well, like you said. And that big chance for Sean McWilliams right at the death there, was that the big moment, do you think?
I think there's a couple of big moments. I think when Malik Wilkes hits the crossbar with a good header, I think it comes down, Sean McWilliams should score. And it comes off the line again, but he shouldn't be near it, it should be a goal. And Sean McWilliams has to hit the target. If he hits the target there and there's a block on the line with good defending, that's part and parcel of football, but you can't be missing those type of chances. With the free kick where Malik had a great strike, it comes out, Sam we should tap it into an empty net and slips. So they're big moments in games. But you know, we'll go away and we'll regroup and we'll get ready for a tough game on Saturday. There's no let up when you're in this type of situation. We gather the troops and we button the hatches down internally and we keep focused and trying to win again.
It's such a strange thing though, that it's not like you're not creating chances though. This is the thing, isn't it?
Listen, I spoke openly, and I think a couple of journalists done it, 76 efforts a goal and 3 or 4 games and 2 goals. That's a statistic that speaks for itself. I don't know what the first half was. It wouldn't have been very bright for us in the first half, but I think second half we probably had close to 20 shots in the goal in the second half. You cannot, with that amount of dominance, that amount of chances, that amount of entries into the final third, and not score goals. If you look at Fleetwood, they made 3 or 4 chances in the first half, in fairness. We were fortunate to be in the cup tie at 2-1 at half time, and I said that to the players, hence the changes. But I think I've seen a real bright and energetic second half performance. If I'm going to try and take some positive as we drive down the road, but our supporters won't take positives. Their supporters will say, why is there such a difference in first half to second half? Individuals was the reason tonight.
Does it give you clarity on what you're close to getting your starting 11 that you want?
Yeah, listen, we're fighting to get 1 or 2 people up to speed in terms of fitness. I thought Clark-House was good tonight. I thought he put himself about. He still needs that little bit of sharpness. But we're still missing big players and Rafferty and Raggett, and Hungbo's been out, but Hungbo come back, he looked as if he'd been out. So from that point of view, we just keep focused. We'll keep working with the guys. I'll tell you what, there'll not be internally for us. There'll be no postmortems. There'll be no people hanging their heads. We understand that our start to the season is disappointing. So we need to put a system in place and a plan in place for Saturday that changes that.
Learning curve for some of the youngsters, Jack Holmes in particular?
Yeah, no, Joe Humbo's not young, but he had a learning curve, didn't he? He'd learned the right back was better than him. I think young Jack will have learned massively from that. But listen, none of the goals come from the area that Jack was playing in. He gave the ball away cheaply a couple of times, but sometimes that happened. Did we get Jack in good enough areas where he can exploit the real talent that he's got? No, we never. I think maybe once and he got the foul. I think he nicked a little ball into John and we get the foul for the first goal inside a minute. But there was more worrying aspects about our individual performances than Jack Holmes.
Just tonight, strengthen your requirement for bringing any players in by Friday?
No, listen, our squad's good. The fact that we're fighting to get 3 or 4 up to speed doesn't help. But the other side of the coin is, we've got a dressing room that confidence in all that always comes from scoring goals and winning football matches. You can't have the dominance. I'm reading a crazy report from the Wycombe side. You can't have the dominance we had at Wycombe and the dominance we had at Bristol Rovers and take 1 point from that. But you know, we get this competition. We didn't want to go out it, but we go out it. We get focused and ready for Huddersfield, and then thankfully we have a free week next week. I think we're crying for a free week to get some work into lads in the training ground rather than play recover, and some players need to step up and start to be sharp.
I know you've answered